And we are live. So, good evening, welcome back to round 6 of H.O.R season 10. I'm joined tonight by Mitch.
Yes, good evening, Mike. How are you doing, man?
Good man.
Good,
We
good.
obviously missed you yesterday on the stream, but you're back now today from Monaco. Do you think today's
Yes,
going to be an interesting race?
I hope so, man. Looking forward to it. And yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Monaco is a track which overtaking is very hard, so the qualifying spectacle could be very good. Obviously, yesterday, Mitch, we had Spain. You missed out. Did you watch the stream at all?
No, not yet fully, man.
Ah, well, anyway, Brock ended up winning the race on the last lap of the Grand Prix, so that makes
I
it
would have to.
4 from 5 for Brock, Mitch. It's been truly a great season for him.
Yeah, no, it has, really.
Do you think he can go all the way and win the championship in about 10 races time, 15?
Yeah, I think so. We just have to watch out for name changer. Um, but of course, I have to see what happened yesterday.
Name
Um,
Changer was leading the race from about lap 12. We had a safety car, and Name Changer
okay.
led all the way to the end.
Dash. That must
And then he
hurt.
picked up a second penalty on the last lap and lost it. Actually, at the last corner and lost the win. So, see you
Nice.
getting bantered off in the chat, Mitch. Part timer.
Mr. Pedro.
No, by Mikey, Mr. Saturday. I guess you're
Mr.
Mr. Saturday
Saturday.
too, because you only show up on a Saturday.
Yeah, man. Uh, what? Yeah, good evening, Mr. Saturday. Mr. George Russell.
So, Mitch, Monaco, it should be interesting. If the Zandvoort Grand Prix is anything to go off, qualifying is going to be very tight, and it's going to be very important for drivers to find a good gap to do their lap.
Yeah, no, it will be, eh?
Definitely.
Yeah, no, like, no overtaking besides for, what you call it, the tunnel. Uh,
The
maybe
tunnel,
in that
turn one,
corner.
maybe into the like second last corner. Do you know the one I'm on about? I forget the names, but
Yeah,
anyway, about three overtaking opportunities, and that makes it very hard for people to overtake. Obviously, we expect to see most drivers on the soft.
yes.
Track position is utmost crucial around here.
Yeah, no,
And
it is.
yeah, I just think we're going to get going now soon. Just again, thank you to everyone for the support recently. We've been going up subscribers at a very, very healthy rate, and we thank you for that. So,
Yes.
Mitch, just before we get underway in qualifying and everything, do you have any predictions?
Chris, I think he goes well there here. Maybe Jensen, but I think Chris. My money is on Chris. My hopes are on Chris or Paul or
Chris Pole.
in the race. Yeah, or in
Okay,
the race.
so
Either
so
one.
you're putting your money on Chris.
Yeah, I'm putting my money on Chris. And yourself?
Going off last season, we had Name Changer's first noticeable domination. He won the
Yeah.
race by a good bit, about 30 seconds.
Just.
So
Talking about Mercedes, eh?
Yeah. He's in a Mercedes powered car in the Williams, so maybe. But I'm going to go with name changer. I think he showed enough
Okay.
yesterday to win the race and got unlucky. And yeah, today I think he'll finally pick up that win. As for the other two podium spots, I don't want to put any names in because I feel like it could be anyone.
Yeah, it could be.
So
Excuse me, sorry.
we're currently missing one or two drivers that I would have expected to be here tonight. But it is Monaco, so yeah, you can never expect too many shows.
Yeah, no, true, eh?
People tend to just take the night off. But yeah, Mitch, I think I'm excited. 15 right now, maybe a few to join during qualifying, we don't know.
Yeah, we would have to wait and see.
Oh, we're up to 16 now.
There's the timer.
Matoman and Pelly still not here. Hopefully, Matoman and Pelly can get in.
Yeah, hopefully. So, Mike, do you enjoy this track? Or...
Yeah, I love Monaco. I think it's a great track to drive.
Oh,
I think it's
nice.
a very frustrating track,
yeah,
but it's a very enjoyable track to drive for me personally. Good evening, Lennon. Yeah, so I can understand where people come from saying that it's a bad track, stuff like that, but I think in qualifying, especially when you huck up that lap, it feels epic.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Lennon, sadly. Sadly, I'm still terrible.
What?
But Mitch, we have maybe some rain. Let's see.
Yeah.
We had a bit of rain, was it 2 seasons ago?
2 seasons ago.
I think Brock was winning. And it is
Oh, yeah,
dry.
we did, eh?
It looks quite dark.
Maybe for the right or...
So currently waiting for a few drivers to get out on track. It will be Jensen out. It is quite cloudy, Mitch. When you jump on board with Jensen, you can see quite a bit of cloud. It's currently P4, Mitch. It's coming out of the...
Okay, sorry, man.
It's all good. Yeah, very, very dark. I wonder if it will lighten up. You can see the street lights even on. It's quite dark. I wonder if that is an indication for us for rain.
Yeah.
A good thing about...
How long is it? Hope it rains.
It'd be fun to see a bit of rain.
Yeah, but not in the whole race, man.
Yeah.
But it's... Yeah.
The good thing about Monaco is the tight walls. You can hear the 3D audio of the cars bouncing off the walls. So I know Jensen had a race around here earlier, which he came second in. So he's gonna be quick. He's already got his preparation in. And I believe we've had a Haas in the wall. And it is Chris. Chris has crashed on his outlap.
I don't know. Who's that?
Do you want to change your prediction?
Isn't it Pedro?
No, it was Chris.
Sorry. I think it's more like Pedro. No, just kidding. He's just testing the limits, you know?
Yeah,
You have
finding
to
out
test the
what
limits.
speed he can
Yeah,
survive the barrier at.
yeah, no, just with his wing, and don't worry, he's got
He's
something up his
preparing
sleeve.
the pit crew for wing changes in the race.
Yeah, man.
So Jensen,
I
a very
think
clean
everyone
sector
knows.
one, coming into the tunnel now, looking very clean so far. No real immediate issues. This corner here, this chicane, you can... Oh, very slow there by Jensen. It looked like he... Did he have a lock up there? It was quite odd. I don't
Not
think
sure.
Jensen runs ABS. He's backed out of his lap. So whatever happened there, he didn't do well. Name changer has invalidated his lap behind Jensen. Pedro has invalidated his lap at turn 1.
Well, Mr. Pedro,
SPW has
come
SFR
on, you have
officer
to.
Doofy in front of him, and I think they might have been a bit too close.
Excuse me, guys.
Fusion goes pull, and then Vapor goes pull on the mediums. Not a bad lap time by... and Brock goes in 8-7, so Brock takes provisional pull. So much. Brock takes the
Yes.
early lead in the qualifying battle, and I gotta say, I'm quite surprised Owen Busman's like that, just as he got a time in, so that's good for him.
I will try to invite him.
I can invite him, Mitch, it's so good.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, awesome, man.
Posts be a waste.
Yeah, so you were saying with Brock, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, takes the early provisional pull. In
Not
8-7,
bad.
I think Jensen can definitely do an 8-4. So, a few tenths to be found by Brock, but not a bad banker lap. It's all about getting good bankers in this track, isn't it, Mitch? You want to
Yeah, no,
get
you do.
your first
You
lap
need.
down, get a good time, and then you can try push the limits a bit more.
Yeah, and also confidence is a big thing around here.
Yeah, confidence is absolutely crucial to your success around here. So Jensen's back out on track. He'll be the... It timed at a 128.4. I know a lot of the guys on the pad will suffer around here. So the likes of Brock, Jensen, Chris, name changer on the wheel, are definitely going to look a lot stronger. Just over the lap, kinda, you'll see bits where they can obtain more from the car. So Jensen starting his second flying run. We don't quite know the reason why he backed out of his first one, but he is back now.
He's hoying it, boys. Going for it. I think
It's
this will
getting
be a
quite
good one.
dark, Mitch.
Yeah, no, it is, man.
Wonder if it's just overcast. Boastman has rejoined the session, so good for him.
Bit late.
Oh, these two cars in front of Jensen need to get moving. It is a Williams and a Haas. So Pedro and a Williams. Here comes Jensen. Oh, Pedro maybe getting in the way slight bit.
But I think it would have been okay. It wasn't any too lift or
Nothing,
break.
no malice involved. I'm sure Jensen knows that. They are obviously in a party together, so I think.
Yeah.
So that will obviously clear up any doubt. Jensen flying through the chicane there into the final two corners here. Raskas, that's what the corner's name.
Yeah,
But to the line,
Raskas.
Jensen gonna be a low 1.8, and it's a 1.82 straight away by Jensen, and that is, oh Mitch, that is quite interesting. A 109.5 for Chris, and he's parked turn 1 and he's blocked. Name changer just started a flyer and now been blocked. That is
Flip.
unfortunate for Chris. I think Chris just letting
Cars by and
Fusion
stuff.
out of the pit lane is indirectly ended up blocking Name Changer. Could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to us. Brock now coming back out has about a 5/10 improvement to be made if he wants to catch up Jensen.
I think Jensen has more time in that bag, man.
It will be interesting. It was definitely a very quick
Few
first lap
drivers
for
have-
Jensen.
Yeah,
See,
most of them.
I think drivers are starting to... Oh, you don't want to be parked there, Lewis.
Oh,
Guys, make sure when if you're listening to this and you're racing, please do get out of the way, but don't do it somewhere stupid. If you feel you can continue just to the next corner where it's a bit more open, do so.
pull over if you can off the racing line.
The
That helps.
There's a lot of places. Oh, fucking hell. Whoa, sorry for the
Nice.
cursing. Brock almost going.
Yeah,
I'm sure you were watching that as well, Mitch, and that's
yeah, I
why
was.
SPW into the pit lane. So,
Okay.
is Name Changer going to go on a second lap on these tires? He will. So, Name Changer into the chicane, locking up quite a bit. Time goes P2 at a 108.4. I think Name Changer is scrubbing off on those walls quite a bit, and he's spun a little bit, and he's just rallying this car. The Finnish are pretty famous for their rallying skills, so maybe this is why Name Changer will dominate this race. What will this lap time be? It's going to be a 108.2, and he's going to be just behind Jensen. And look who's just come out of the pits, Jensen. So this is going to be close, Mitch. I can sense it already. It's going to be very close.
It is.
Jensen obviously won a race last week. Was P3 yesterday. I think he felt he could have done a bit better, especially off his qualifying. Brock is up by about a tenth and a half. Brock has backed out of his lap for some reason, and he's gonna go for another flying lap maybe. That is another thing about Monaco, Mitch. You run less fuel, the littlest amount you can, and you'll still be able to do 2 laps because the track is just so short.
Yeah, no, it is, eh?
So I'll be interested to see what Brock's Sector 1. He's up by about a tenth. He does have a McLaren in front of him of SPW. Obviously Matoman not here today. SPW does get out of the way for Brock. Check Jensen's one. I'll check Jensen's Sector 1, I meant to say, soon. But we are currently riding... Oh, Brock, a bit of a double take into the chicane there, and that's going to lose him a little bit of time. But into Sector 2, he's lost time on his last lap. Jensen Sector 1 down by a tenth.
Yeah.
So that's not good for Jensen. A tenth's a lot of time around here.
Yeah, no,
But you can find a lot of time in the mid and late sectors. Brock improves by 2/10 on his second lap on that tyre, so not bad by Brock. He's still there or thereabouts.
He is not pushing, eh?
Jensen is backed out of his lap also. So Name Changer coming out now. Who is going to take this pole position, Mitch? I don't know. I really don't. Brock looks like he's strong, but just can't get the quali pace in. Tyne is looking strong as well. We haven't really commented on him. So Name Changer. Jensen going on a second lap on these tyres. We'll ride on board till his Sector 1 time. He was down by a tenth on the last lap. If he's down again by that much of a margin, Jensen could be in trouble for improving his lap time. Okay, he's not down by a tenth, but he's down by about half a tenth. This is going to be interesting here. Can Jensen find any more time, or is he maxed out at a 108.2? He's backed out of this lap, so Jensen's struggling to find time. And with that top clock ticking away at the end of this quali, you're gonna have to. This is where the real racers will be able to dig deep and find that lap time. Name changer currently half a tenth up, and that is gonna. Oh, and that's a big lock up there for name changer, and that's gonna maybe see most of his time gone.
Maybe though you can improve a bit. Maybe we will see now.
Sector 2 looked a bit messy last time for name changer, so hopefully this time he can. He's still doing his laps, so he's probably still gonna be pushing and up. He is up by 2/10, so even with the really bad sector 2, name changer has found quite a lot of time. This has to be worrying if you're a Jensen fan, as the name changer comes round the last corner. Sector 3 looked pretty clean, and it is a 108.0 for name changer pole position. Provisional pole position. Tyne is up by 2/10 also, and pips Jensen by 0.002 of a second.
Wow.
That is how miniature these gaps are.
Oh, wow. And Chris is on the left now. Nice and
Chris on the
T1.
lap. We're right on board with him.
Not bad. Shit.
So Chris, definitely looking to improve on a 109.5. We know he can do better than that. He's 0.3 up in sector 1. So that will already put him up to P5. He has an Alfa Romeo of Brock in front of him. I'm sure Brock will be able to get out of the way in time. He does. So Chris into the chicane.
Yeah.
Crucial you don't invalidate there. Maneuvered very nicely for Chris.
Now this is where it's quick.
Yep, the quick twisty section, and he's invalidated, and that's not good. You need to get into the pits now and do another lap later. Jensen out on track. This will be his final attempt. He does have enough fuel and time to do 2 attempts on these tires, but you'd probably for the race only want to do 1. But we'll ride on board with Jensen for his final qualifying lap.
Nice. Got that nicely. Not with the validation.
I'm thinking Mitch just because of the times or not. Oh, and Jensen's up. He's up by
He's up. Use this
a tiny bit. He's up by 100.
Did that distract him?
Don't know. He's still pushing. We've seen Jensen pull out of his lap twice already from here, but he's currently still going. So there's a car in front of him, a Mercedes. I'm sure that's going to be Doofy or Damien. They do get out of the way, whoever it was. So
that's nice. I think Doofy.
A lovely helicopter shot, and Jensen's backed out. Jensen has backed out, and
maybe wait until the end.
He has 1 more lap to do a 2/10 improvement, or else Jensen will be starting P3 or lower, and Brock has crashed. will jump on board with the Ferrari of Boastman. And we can see Brock has done a Nico Rosberg. Doofy's retired in the pits, but Brock is out.
Not good.
Jensen's pushing now. What is he in the first sector? He's down, so he has lost time on his last lap. Fusion is now retired. On track. Don't do that, please. And this could mess up Jensen here. Oh, wow. Okay, he did okay. The AI car did not mess up Jensen. Jensen's coming into the sector 2 split now. 2.5 tenths up. He will be on for pole position. Oh, and that's it. Jensen hits the wall and his qualifying is over. Name changer is backed out of his lap. It is down to time.
Time. He's up on his time just a little bit.
Oh, a bit of a squirt of the power there for time. What is his sector 2 split? He's matching his sector 1 time. Does he have anything? He's invalidated, and that is going to be pretty much this qualifying over. Mikey up by about half a tenth. Boastman into the wall. He was 2 tenths up.
Oh no!
What is going on? People seemingly struggling for quite a lot of traction. Damian has also crashed. Mikey into the pits, and that is qualifying over.
Do you think the track is getting wet a little bit, Mike?
I don't know if it's getting wet or it's just the temperatures going in the track, and then the tires. Oh, and Chris has crashed into Damien. And all right,
that was funny.
Yeah, it was quite funny. But the big story of the qualifying, Jensen, 2 tenths up, ruins it at the final corner. And this will be interesting now. Name changer takes pole position at Monaco.
Again.
Yeah.
Well, did he took pole last season, eh?
I don't remember. But we'll go through the grid. Name changer from Tyne, Jensen, Brock, Boastman, Damien, Chris, Vapor, Doofy, Mikey, all in the top 10. The guys on the fresh tires, SPW, Lewis, Gingerbush, second last, Pedro. Oh, he's third last. Fusion and Ronnie. So, a lot of action to be had, Mitch. We'll now go into our 5-minute break.
5-minute break, yeah, that sounds good. Get something to eat and get something to drink. Have some Coke to power you up. Well, power Mitch up. I'm quite low.
Yep, you go do that.
Okay.
So, a dry race, guys. We'll jump onto the race director and check in on what is happening. So, guys, qualifying was definitely interesting.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And we're gonna be pretty close at the top. I feel like what's gonna happen is Name Changer might get a good start, Jensen might get a good start, Tyne might get a good start. One of them will get a bad start though. And that is where Monaco causes chaos, turn 1. It's the most important dash off the line. You must have a good launch and good traction to maintain the position, because It's crucial to your race. You do not want to get stuck behind someone who is slower than you in the race. It sucks. So guys, I'm sure Chris feels he could have done better. Boasterman maybe a little bit, but Boasterman's on pad, so it's a good lap by him. Same with Damien. Vapor is a bit out of place. I feel like he's had a great season so far. Been definitely the fourth or fifth best driver on the grid this season. Can he prove that today and fight back from P8 on the grid, which is quite far down for him? Doofy, going to be his last race of the season for now. But can he go out with a bang? Mikey, Mr. Saturday, P10, probably the worst place to start at Monaco. Right in the middle, you're the last guy on the soft tyre. It just doesn't go well. SPW, Lewis, Gingerbush, Pedro, Fusion, Ronnie, and NTXJ, I think, is joined. Will all be looking pretty good on the medium. Good to see someone is joined in. I believe it is NTXJ. I'll view profile and make sure of that for you guys. Yeah, it's J NTX. So we'll be getting underway shortly. I'm sure Jensen feels a bit disappointed in himself. Definitely a track in which he feels he can do better at. Also, I feel he was up by 2/10, and to lose it in that fashion, just getting ahead of himself maybe. We don't know how Sector 3 was. Maybe he lost a bit of time and he tried to get it back, but it didn't work out for him. He will feel that he is the favourite. But in reality, is he? We will have to find out. I think Jensen looks strong. But over race pace, Jensen hasn't looked as strong as he has in the past. We'll have to wait and see. Name changer though. Pole position. No one in front. He must get a good start to maintain this lead. If he does not do so, he could be in a bit of bother. Because you will get frustrated around this track. I wish all the drivers the best of luck. Interesting to see a few guys opting for the hard tires. It's a tire I personally like to avoid at Monaco. I think it takes a while to switch on. You're quite slow. But it will be interesting to see the likes of Gingerbush. You're going to be slow off the start, which is going to be interesting. And XJ also. But he's at the back, so he has that luxury of not being able to go further backwards. I'm still waiting for the guys to get going. And just as we say that, we have gotten our green light to go. Again, good luck to every single driver. Please keep your head. Hello, Mitchell.
Okay. How's it, Mike?
We are
Oh,
getting underway now. In just a second.
awesome. Flipping.
You okay?
Yeah, just bruised toe, but all good.
So, Name Changer will take us on his second pole position of the week. That is interesting to note, I believe. He has underfueled the car. He is...
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty interesting, Mitch. Underfueling the car. Do you think that's a smart play? Do you think Vapor has also done so?
Maybe.
So a lighter car obviously means a quicker car.
Easy on the tires. I think
So
for sure.
I predict Name Changer will go soft to medium. Interesting. This is gonna create a scenario for the guys behind. If they aren't listening to the stream, they won't know that Name Changer is underfueled. And that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be very interesting to note and see. So Mitch, after the qualifying battle, do you have any updated prediction on who will win? I said Name Changer. My guess is looking pretty spot on right now.
Yeah, man, I won't say much, eh?
You'll
I
keep your
hope
mouth
Chris
quiet.
does well. I hope Chris does well, but...
He was 2/10 up on his lap, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So, a Williams at the front, a Williams at the back. Two drivers selecting the hards outside the top 10. The top 10 all on soft. As they take their grid predictions, it is the most awaited start of the season. The crown jewel of the F1 calendar. We'll be going to 5 red lights for the Monaco Grand Prix. We have 5 red lights. 5 red lights and away we go. Looks like a very good start for Name Changer and Tyne. Brock around the outside of Jensen, cannot force the move. Boastman has lost the position to Damien. But so far, I cannot tell you what's happening because my left hand side is all messed up. But Name Changer holds position into lap 1. He'll be happy with that, won't he, Mitch?
Yeah, no, he will. Yeah,
and we have a safety car.
Oh.
Who has picked up?
Fusion collided with Pedro.
I think most of that was under the safety car. Yeah, that was all safety car. I think we've got a glitched safety car, Mitch. I don't see why that would have come out. If you're on the soft tires, do not pit. Do not pit. It is lap 1. Don't pit lap 1. I think that safety car may have been a bit of a glitch. I cannot lie to you.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jensen fakes going into the pits. Boastman is in the pits. Same with Doofy. Mikey also. So, a lot of guys get to serve the 5-second time penalty now.
Yeah, no, true. Bit of fighting with Gingerbush and Ronnie. I think they tapped a little bit of wheels, but not as bad. So it's good to tap wheels. Good wheel-to-wheel battle. Good to see Ronnie up there.
Yep,
but
definitely.
Higher.
Obviously Jensen's teammate, so they'll be launching a bid for the constructors, you'd have to feel. Ronnie definitely scores consistent points.
Yes, no, he does, eh?
So this is a good time for name changer. You can see he's revving the car quite a lot, Mitch, which just means that he's still trying to burn fuel rather than gain it. He's trying to keep the car light, which is a very interesting strategy. You can see Tyne is in 4th gear, 5th gear, trying to save fuel, whereas Name Changer is burning it, staying in 1st gear, revving the car. What is Jensen doing? He's kind of just keeping in the correct gear, upshifting, downshift when you can. Same with Brock.
But
go ahead, Mitch. What were you going to say?
Do you think what Name Changer is doing? Isn't his temperatures will go up, hey?
Yeah, his engine temperatures will go up, but if he's still running lean, it doesn't really matter, because at Monaco you're not really pushing the engine too much.
Okay, no, cool.
So once he kind of like keeps lap after the safety car, gets the run into turn 1, I think he'll be good.
Okay, no, cool, man.
A good job for Boastman and Mikey here. A really nice job. They got to pit, stay in the position they were in.
Sure, that's fresh tires. Eh?
Fresh tires. Okay, not go to the end. Boastman maybe on the hard tires is a bit of an odd strategy call.
Maybe softs near the end though.
True. I think Mikey though is in the prime position. He can go medium.
Have to go in this left.
So we'll jump on board with our race leader, Mr. Name Changer, as he allows the grid to form up. Mikey a bit farther back from where his next car is. But Name Changer will get us underway. We'll ride on the back of his camera, and it will be a very nice restart for him. Brock is going to launch one on Jensen. No, he's not. He's going to think better of it. Maybe getting a run up the hill. Entex J has, for some reason, pitted this lap. Brock looking a lot punchier in the opening lap and a half we've kind of got of racing, Mitch.
No, he
definitely looks a lot punchier. Maybe Jensen just...
Yeah, no.
Not afraid... Go ahead, Mitch, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead, Mike.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead, speak.
Okay. I think he knows he's bringing in the confidence that he's leading, and long as he doesn't do any silly moves, because long as he has momentum with this title fight. But yeah.
Definitely a different way of looking at it, Mitch. Jensen falling back added the DRS range of Tyne now, which is a bit scary for Jensen. I mean, he's doing the same to Brock, which is not bad. Maybe it's just very hard to follow a car here, but Tyne seems to be doing quite a good job at it. It will be interesting to see where this goes. I can see the likes of Brock and Jensen going for an undercut and coming out in front of the next car, because there will be that little of a gap in front. Yellow flag in sector 3, and it's Entex J. Think he has lost his front wing. I cannot get an onboard shot which shows his front wing. We'll get it now. Yes, he's lost his front left end plate. He's also stuck with his overtake button on, so that's unfortunate for him. But his teammate, 7 tenths, 8 tenths out in the lead, looking comfortable, Mitch.
Yeah, no, name changes looking good, man. And he broke the DRS Thereabouts.
Yeah,
Or
no DRS this lap. It
being
should be
fair.
enabled this lap. But Jensen and Brock also added DRS. I wonder if there's a problem with the dirty air. Can you follow the car as much as you want? Chris is
Yeah, I think
currently pushing the limits trying to catch Damien. Already got himself a time penalty.
yeah, no, he does. First one for first one of all of them, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Will be
Not
interesting to see where
good,
this
but
goes. Jensen now gaining on time, so maybe Jensen finding a bit more pace. Jensen though, all the front drivers except Name Change are really pushing their ERS.
yeah,
All in the 30s. A 1.5 second gap for Name Changer now, and at this point, he's gonna be able to chill.
Postman.
Postman picks up another penalty. Jensen looking punchier now. He's left Brock in the dust.
I think maybe Brock just to cool his tires down if dirty air. You don't want to be overheating the tires.
That is a good point. Getting too close to the driver in front can cause overheating.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why Tyne is struggling now. He's overheated a little bit.
Yeah, true.
But here we go. Jensen's it's gonna be a while till we see an overtake. I think.
Oh, we will get one.
Mikey looking pretty punchy at the back. Also, Jensen so close to the rear diffuser there of Tyne.
He is gonna send it, I think. As long as it's clean, I'm sure it will be.
And we have an overtake. Chris is into the pits.
Chris is in the pits. He's coming for the hard tire.
Antex J, if you're listening, you can leave and rejoin. You can leave and rejoin if you're listening. I just saw your comment there. That is my bad. But you can leave and rejoin. Just Mitch, if you maybe watch and see if he rejoins. And I mean leaves. So 2 seconds now for Name Changer, and that is a big gap at Monaco.
Yeah, no.
I mean, Brock is now 2.3 seconds behind Jensen, so I just don't think he has the pace to keep up with Tyne and Jensen. Jensen looking pretty strong here. I think he's not looking like he has an overly huge pace advantage over Tyne. But he definitely looks like the quicker driver. Let's check the ERS. Yeah, Tyne is struggling to use his ERS effectively. It's keeping him in front of Jensen, but the longer these two squabble, the more it plays into Name Changer's hand. Already 9 laps of this race gone, Mitch. At the kind of pit stop window now for the soft tires, you can see those like Boastman and Mikey have definitely benefited quite a lot from this. The early safety car. We have a yellow flag in sector 1 and it is Chris. And it's a safety car. Oh, and Chris is touching all sorts of walls there. So Name Changer is going to pit this lap. I'm sure everyone... Oh no, NTXJ is in the pits. And we're going to see what happened yesterday. He's going to be held up by his teammate. It happened Brock yesterday and he lost the lead. it's also going to happen for a name changer. It's gonna be a huge hold up. You can see Tyne is already past him and he's only just changing his tires now. Brock gets past him, and Jensen has lost out even more. Has Jensen had to do the same thing? He has. Jensen and Name Changer, arguably the two quickest on circuit, have had to deal with massive blows there in the pit lane.
Yeah, no, true. Yeah, what a shake-up.
Yes, at least it shakes it up for us, Mitch.
Oh, so I don't fall asleep around time.
So
Yeah,
Mikey now leads.
Yeah, Mr. Saturday, eh?
Jantex has joined, so is that him leaving and rejoined there, Mitch?
Yeah, he left and then he came
Sweet.
back, yeah. And Officer Doofy,
P2. So,
P2.
I hope what I see here is going to be Mikey and Doofy hold out on these tires for the next 10 or so laps. And then just hopefully we can see Tyne get frustrated, Brock, Name Changer, Jensen all get pretty frustrated at the fact that they are stuck behind the likes of Mikey and Doofy.
Make yourself
As wide as possible.
Man. Use your elbows. You know. Yeah, I think Mikey and Officer Doofy, they're gonna be quite good. They're gonna cause chaos, man. In a good chaos. A good chaos.
You have to be around about a second or so quicker than someone to overtake at Monaco. And as kind of like easy as that sounds, going off the race pace so far, kind of 114s, 113s for Doofy, he is inside that window. He is like inside 1 second, so he's going to be difficult to overtake.
Yeah, no. About that fresh rubber behind him for Mikey and Adam, eh?
Definitely.
Like,
the one I want to see is Brock has showed that he wasn't as quick as the Name Changer, losing roughly about 4 seconds to Name Changer in 10 laps. Does that mean Name Changer is going to have that 1 second to overtake Brock? Brock didn't look strong, but Brock has won, what, 5 out of 6 races now? 4 out of 6? 5?
Yeah, 4 out of 5, eh?
So he's gonna be looking at this, licking his lips. He only has to get Tyne. While Tyne is the first guy to have to squabble with Doofy and Mikey, so there's a lot to play for.
Excuse me. Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be a few more laps under safety car, maybe 1 or 2, just with Ronnie being so far back. We're definitely going to have 1 more, maybe 2 more. We are on to lap 12 now. And we're getting more and more cars in the pits. Pedro takes a pit stop. And it's just going to delay everything by a lap or 2. And you're going to lose a lot of time here. You could just stroll up to the back of the thing, but you're going to be about a 10 seconds or so behind them if they go this lap. Ronnie just getting a bit of camera time, but Mikey, the man of the moment, Mitch. What can he do? Does he have the pace advantage over Adam? Let's have a check at the race director. Yeah, his times are, his PB's at 1:13.2. Adam's a 1:13.1, so even these two could be fighting each other.
Oh, that's gonna be fun, man. Mikey and Officer Doofy. Wow, that's gonna be good, man.
How is this gonna play out? Ty needs to make sure he does not lose the head. It's a long race. And safety car is in this lap.
Safety car.
So, Doofy
I think
and Mikey
Pedro
definitely
lost out
have to
there.
pit a... Sorry?
Pedro just lost out the end of the way.
Gingerbush needs to catch up here yet. I think he'll get to the back of the grid. He will catch them.
Sorry,
It's just one...
interrupted.
Fusion has got a time penalty
Fusion.
for a collision with Chris.
Chris.
And we are underway. Mikey is gone. Doofy is going to be safe at turn 1. And we will have at least one lap of Mikey running the show.
Mr. Saturday.
And
come on.
Fusion has crashed and so has Chris on the straight. And Chris is no front wing. Repeat, none.
Tanya sending it on Officer Doofy. Bash off wheels. Here we go.
Doofy's holding off well.
He's holding.
Tyne is still there. And Tyne gets the move done.
And he goes for it. Wow, okay. Brock is gonna send it in this.
Crucial, Brock gets this move done. Doofy on the inside. Good move by Brock.
It's critical.
And then Mikey is the only guy in front of Tyne. And Tyne made that look very simple, Mitch.
Yo, yeah, man.
I feel sorry for Chris. I think he had an incident with Fusion there. Oh, big lock up there for Tyne. And I think Tyne's going to be right on Mikey here. This is going to be
Brock
simple.
has to speed up here.
Mikey's not. He's going to go defensive, and that's going to leave the switchback line open for Tyne. Mikey needs to be careful. You don't want to squeeze out the leader. Round the outside goes Tyne, and he's into the lead. Brock trying to follow him through. Chris is retired in the pit lane.
And he sends it.
Mikey closing the door. And Brock into P2. Name changer trying to go around the outside of Adam, and he's got that move done. So Doofy and Mikey being absolutely abolished here. They're getting played around with. Jensen's going to be stuck behind Doofy for another lap, and if Name Changer can get Mikey this lap, that's going to be bad for Jensen's hopes of winning this race. Another yellow flag, and it's going to be a racing point. I think they've just got back on track. It's going to be Lewis. We're going to jump on board with Name Changer here. He's going to get the run on Mikey.
Your race enabled.
He's going to try send it around the outside, switch to the inside. Oh, a bit of traction lost.
And this is good racing.
He's not going to be able to send it around the outside like Tyne. Maybe go for one down where Brock did it. No. Ooh, very early on the brakes. Mikey is lost about 4 seconds to Brock in 2 laps. Has Mikey got a problem? He's very slow right now. And this is going to be pretty simple here for Name Changer.
Are cooked, I think, man.
Yeah. Name Changer very simply up to P3 there. Took him a lap longer than maybe he wanted to, but Jensen is also up past Doofy. And to be honest, Mitch, Jensen's in a spot of bother here. He could lose 2, 3, 4 seconds now. You saw just how much time Name Changer lost. 4.3 seconds to the car in front, to be exact. Jensen's going to have to get it done here on the straight. He does have the aided DRS, and he will get it done.
Clears it. It just is.
We have a yellow flag in sector 3. I think it's going to be Skarma.
Good choice.
Not Skarma, that is my apologies. Skarma isn't even here. Is he? No, he's not.
No, he's not, bro.
It was Ronnie.
Yeah.
So, migrating host Chris has left. And that has kind of messed up the gaps for a second there. 4 seconds for Name Changer.
Just to comment on more, Mr. Shadows, yeah, Good evening, Shadows. Hey guys, can you please just pop a like button on the stream? You got M and M, Mike and Mitch and Monster working together. So, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Friday and Saturday we race. So yeah, if you can hit that like button, that will be nice. Thank you guys. I see the numbers are going up.
Sweet.
And also the watching.
So Vapor
Okay,
lets past his teammate, and what could have been from Mikey, I feel. He's definitely struggled on those tires on this restart.
Cooked, man.
So if Mikey's tires have cooked after 3 laps under safety car, we have a yellow flag in sector 3, it's going to be...
I don't know. Can
Will
you say
them...
it's cooked?
How can these guys take these to the end? They're going to be very, very cautious.
Yeah, you have to, eh? I can see there's a little bit of graining on his left tire.
Whose tire are you looking at, Mitch?
Tyne's
tire.
No, it's okay. Little bit on the inside.
I see, there's a little line there, you're right.
Yeah, about 2 centimeters in the tire, a little bit from the inside.
So Brock has gained 3/10 on Tyne this lap, so maybe you are correct. Maybe Tyne has pushed those tires too much on the opening laps of the stint. And Brock is now in a good position. We have a yellow flag in sector 3. It's going to be Ginger Bush. Going to continue. And we are losing numbers here. Fusion and Chris, so far your only DNFs. I think Chris and Fusion also had a crash together. I wonder if one of them is in the chat. Please do let us know what happened. They were on the circuit at the same place, so I think that's what happened. I could be totally wrong. Yellow flag sector 1, and it's going to be Damien and a safety car again. We have got another safety car now. Does Tyne, Brock, Name Changer or Jensen jump in the pits? I think one of them will. I don't know who. Tyne hasn't. Brock hasn't.
Drive through penalty.
Name Changer hasn't. Jensen hasn't. And I think that's a bit of a lost opportunity. I feel like maybe one of them should have pitted for hards and just took it to the end. You would have been...
Mikey, Postman.
Yeah, Mikey Boastman, and I'm sure Lewis will as well. So this kind of negates the race we had. The race was that Brock was catching Tyne a little bit. Name Changer was closing the gap, which was there, sorry, excuse me, because of Mikey. And Jensen was also trying to catch the gap as well, but now there's no gap again because we have another safety car. Look at Doofy. He took the opportunity to pit, and it's not really worked. It's not really worked. If he had maybe one more lap, he would have gotten in front of Mikey, but he's not in front of him at this current stage. So, Tyne currently leading the race with about 20 laps to go. We'll have about 18. Maybe there's a lot of cars dispersed. I really find it interesting, Mitch, how we've had about, what, a few, maybe 5 laps of racing since the last safety car. I'm going to count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 laps of racing. And there's already gaps of up to 16 seconds for Ginger Bosch, 2 seconds for Doofy, Lewis 3.9. Like, there's so many bursts of these in just 6
Yeah,
laps.
it's crazy, eh? Really, man.
It's really interesting to see how Monaco does stuff to drivers that just doesn't happen. Gingerbush pits again, and that's going to be another... Why do people keep pitting on fresh tires?
Maybe
Gingerbush has
wrong tires
literally
on.
pitted to put 17 lap old mediums on.
What?
He was on fresh mediums and pitted to put 17 lap old mediums on.
Maybe he wanted to. Do you think the softs would have worked if he put
No,
the
they wouldn't go 19. They can go about 11. At max, the mediums
11?
can go about... It depends. Like,
Okay.
the tires aren't gonna blow up, Mitch, but they're not gonna be quick. And you know yourself at Monaco, you
Okay.
want to have the reliability of a tire.
Yeah, and the grip at least, because when you commit, like,
So I'm guessing we're gonna see Gingerbush into the pits again, and that's gonna... His race is over at this stage.
yeah, he's
SPW
got to
still
drive through,
catching
bro,
up. So we have still a good chunk of cars to catch up. Same kind of as last time. Ronnie, Pedro, Damien not doing so great at the moment, but the longer we go, the longer these kind of guys at the front, their mediums are gonna...
Oops.
They're gonna like save the mediums. We're getting robbed of a race. We're just sitting behind the safety car.
Yeah, I know.
So what has been about... It's been about 11 or 12 laps now under the safety car.
Sure, it's
We've only had about 10 or so laps actual racing. Maybe 12 if we're being honest, but it's been 50-50 and we do have the go sign. It will be safety car in this lap. Gingerbush has pitted onto his new set of mediums. He'll hopefully catch some of the cars in front. But Brock has been good off the safety car restarts. I'm going to ride on board with him. Can he get Tyne's number here? Tyne's look like he's got a good initial launch. It's all about the traction out of this traction zone. And it looks like Tyne is going to be nice and clear. Boastman picks up a time penalty. Vapor. Boastman's going to be pretty quick here. 3 lap mediums, meaning he hasn't done a lap on them. It's been 3 safety car laps versus 12 for Vapor. And look at this. Boastman's going to send it down the inside. Simple as you like. And now he's behind Jensen. This could be interesting. Boastman, maybe the new favorite runner.
yeah.
So 8/10 separating Brock and Tyne. Damien gets up past Ronnie. Boastman's falling back on Jensen, so I think that's that over. We have Pedro in the wall. Gingerbush unlucky, still 26 seconds behind the nearest car, and I think, yeah.
Mike, can you just excuse me for 2 minutes, man?
Take your time,
Just
man.
wanna grab myself a chocolate to try to stay awake. I'm tired.
Yep, take your time. Even I'm getting tired at this.
I won't sleep, lol.
Well, hopefully. But anyway, lap 23, guys. SPW has made a move on JNTEX up the hill. Name Changer falling back on Brock, so that's interesting. Name Changer with 100% ERS though, so this could be a strategy by Name Changer. Mike and Moron. Oh, Mitch and Moron, okay. Thanks, Shadows. So, Brock about a second behind Tyne. Name Changer same. Jensen 7/10 behind Name Changer, who's not using his Rs. Boastman falling behind Jensen. So I think the top 4 are going to remain the top 4. It's just what order will they finish in. So Jensen 8/10 behind his closest competitor, Name Changer. Brock now 1.6 behind Tyne, and that's going to be that for that battle, I have to say. Name Changer now going to start using his ERS and close in on Brock. Name Changer can still get his first win of the season. He just needs to get past Brock as quick as possible, and at that point he can just start pushing like a madman. But you cannot push while you're behind the car because it's Monaco and you're just gonna rear end them. Pedro and Lewis, no battle there, it's just Pedro or Lewis into pits. Name Changer still on 90% ERS as he entered the tunnel, down to about 80%, so burning about 12% a lap and gaining it back up. He's right on the back of Brock now, and he's gonna make sure he's in that DRS window, make sure he's ready to pounce at the end of this lap. Welcome back, Mitch.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So here
but
goes.
Also,
go ahead.
Name Changer, his fuel is back to normal.
Yeah.
What it seems. He's also got that lighter tank, eh? Even though same tires as Brock.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he will take a dive on Brock? Maybe at the
I
tunnel
don't think
or
he'll
something?
make a dive bomb. He'll make a smart move.
He will make a smart move. Yeah.
The longer the race goes on, the more chance of us getting a Name Changer dive bomb there is. I think he's got the pace on Brock. He just needs to burn a lot of ERS to make the overtake possible.
Yeah, no, true, eh? Oh, did Brock touch the wall there? A little.
I don't know,
I
Mitch.
don't know.
Good call.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, it's been a long race. 26 laps gone at 13 to go. Oh, Brock not the greatest exit there, and that's gonna allow... Name Changer not the greatest exit from there, and it's... You can see Name Changer is just getting closer and closer, but not close enough. He's gonna try it up the hill here. Watch this, Mitch. He's gonna pull to the inside, have a wee look. That's gonna put Brock off his line. He's gonna push him through the next corner, and it's not gonna be enough just yet. And Brock is losing about 5/10 a lap to Tyne, so Name Changer doesn't want that to go above 3 seconds, or else you're going to be looking at a Tyne victory, I'd say. the gap to gain 3 seconds and then also overtake. It's going to be, you can already see he's quicker than Brock, but he's just not got it in him, and he's also burning his tank of ERS so much. Brock looking a bit stronger this lap. So Vapor on double the oldness of Boastman's tires was gaining a little bit there in sector 3.
Yeah, man.
So Brock getting sized up constantly here. Gingerbush or Lewis, the blue waved flag there. You're ghosted, but just maybe move out of the way a little bit. He has done so. So name changer on Brock. Lewis has just totally missed the chicane there.
Oh.
Right, so will we see a move this lap? Name changer looking ever closer. The lockups though aren't gonna go his way.
Oh.
He's so close here, but Brock just gets the acceleration he needs to hold on to the position. If Name Changer could stop locking up, I think he could get this move done pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think so too though, eh?
He's just locking up in the crucial places where it's costing him.
Mm-hmm.
Name Changer though, just as I say every lap now, eyeing Brock up. Boastman and Damien pick up penalties. Oh, a bit of a touch.
They touch.
I think Name Changer's gonna let Brock hold on to the position.
There's a broken wing. No, it looks maybe a little bit of a damage. Oh, Brock, Name Changer is got to go on the outside, but yeah, that didn't work.
Name Changer now without the ERS to play with, and that is now in Brock's advantage.
Yeah, he's got a little bit more advantage.
Jensen at this point should not use any overtake. He should literally fuel it up and then go for one huge run. Watch, Brock and Name Changer will use theirs. Don't be reactive there. You're still going to be in the gap. Do you get me, Mitch?
Yeah, I get you, man.
Just gain that advantage so that if you're not there on pace, which I think he is there on pace, just gain the advantage. And Lewis has crashed, and I think that's going to be annoying for him. Is that Lewis or is it Gingerbush? I actually don't know. But Name Changer again. Could it be this lap? Through the final corner, onto the home straight. Yellow flag in sector 3. Still nothing happening here. Oh, Name Changer, a big power slide.
I didn't saw that, bro.
It's all good.
Watching Jensen. Oh, we'll watch that. Ooh, did Jensen hit the wall? Or someone touch something, eh? I heard something.
None of them have wing damage as of yet. I'll check Tyne maybe out in front. Nope. They seem to have gotten away with it, whoever did touch the wall.
maybe with the tire, that's it. Yeah, sorry.
It's all good. So,
Yeah.
name changer again within that 410 window, but he needs to be a bit closer if he wants to make a move. Ronnie picks up a time penalty.
Ah, come on, Ronnie. Just be careful, man.
Jensen may have touched the wall, actually. You could be right. He's falling off quite a bit. Lewis is retired in the middle sector. Please don't be a safety car. Please, please, please. He is parked in the middle of the track.
Virtual?
No, we're good. We survived, Mitch.
Cool. Yeah, Jensen, he's dropping off, eh?
Yeah, he's out of the DRS range now, so maybe he was using the overtake to stay in the gap rather than to attack. So, name changer within 3/10 now. If he can keep this up on this lap, this will be the closest he has been. He is within 2/10. Big lock up, but Brock not looking great there either. Oh, and this is going to be it. This is going to be it. Name changer pulls to the left hand side. Brock using the extra bit of ours. He's going to send it down the inside. There's a bit of contact. Oh, and now Jensen gets a run, but I think Name changer is just going to get away with that. Brock, I'm going to check if he has any wing damage. I don't think he has. Yep, both cars escaping without wing damage there. I think Brock's extra bit of ERS saved him there, Mitch. I think it looked pretty
like it, man.
certain
Really.
of an overtake.
Yeah, man,
Ninja
really.
was on him.
I'm changing my flying, man.
And now Jensen has gotten back inside that DRS, so maybe it's smart for Jensen to maybe learn Name Changer into a false sense of security and back off, get your ERS, and then they're going to start going. Name Changer will feel a bit more easy to go for a move because he knows he's not going to lose a position. And then Jensen can strike, obviously, once that happens. But I think as we get further and further to the end, this Renault in front of Tyne has done an excellent job.
Yeah, Tyne has been really good, man. He will be if this goes on and everything like that, will be the third different winner this season.
Yep, he'll be the third different winner. Only the second man in 6 races to dethrone Brock. I think Brock, though, if he can hold on to this P2, can feel very well about himself. I mean, if you're not winning come P2, there's not really much the people behind you can do to gain on you then.
Yeah, man.
At this point, if you're Tyne, you kind of ease off a bit. You focus more so on saving your tires, saving your fuel. Remember, these guys will be on these almost 30 laps.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Crazy to think that. So I'm sure 1 or 2 of them may get a puncture.
Yeah, I wonder who, eh?
I think Name Changer maybe because he's been pushing the hardest to try and get the overtake, locking up a lot of times.
Yeah, no, I think he's struggling though to put on the power, man.
His car does look very wavy at the back end.
Yeah, no, he is struggling, I think.
Jensen just looking calm, nothing he can do in this position at the moment. I mean, he's just chilling in P4 really.
Yeah, well, anything can happen in front of you.
He's looking a lot stronger now. Name changer clipping the wall a little bit. Doofy has gotten past JN Tex. I think Doofy's just going for our fastest lap. I think he wants us to notice him.
Yeah, Mr. Doofy. He's on the lap now. What, 2 tenths up? Yeah, 2 tenths.
So Jensen now closer to this fight than he ever has been. Can he cause an upset?
Yeah, we will have to wait and see, eh?
Name changer back in that 2-tent window, 1 tent now. This is gonna be like what we saw. Oh, he's gonna try go for a move into Raskas. That's gonna lose him the gap he had, and we're gonna be stuck in this again and just have to be watching it. With 37 laps to done, it's gonna be Vapor who overtakes Postman, who's in the pits. So Vapor up to P5, Mikey in P6. This is gonna be a great job by Mikey. He will be inside his teammates' window for the penalty. He has 8-9 lap fresher tires, and yeah, I mean, congratulations, Mikey.
So, do you think Mikey will probably get from the game? Maybe.
Let me have a look at that now, Mitch.
I'm just having a look. I see he's up by 4.
Oh, a name changer's in the wall!
Postman! As well.
Really?
Postman got front wing damage, bro.
Oh. And now Jensen's up to the podium.
Name changer lost out, eh?
Name changer went straight into the wall. And Mr. Like Podium Jensen is somehow... It always happens when Jensen doesn't look like he's gonna get a podium. He gets a podium. And that's gonna be interesting. Can Jensen now make a move on Brock? This is for the championship, remember, so Jensen has some more grit in his teeth. Name changer though. Wow, that was a big upset. Mikey is now overtaken Vapor, and he's gonna catch name changer here. Mikey is gaining substantially. He's gained a second in this first sector.
From the games, man.
I think Mikey P4 is gonna be my driver of the day also, Mitch.
Okay, yeah, I think so.
If he gets P4, oh, and Jensen's got Brock. Brock is spun. And picked up a penalty. Now, I don't know if there was contact there.
Guys must clip it, man.
I don't know if there was contact. I'm going to jump on Jensen's stream real quick just so we know if Brock just spun it. I think he may have just spun it on the inside of the wall. He did. So Jensen P2.
Oh. He can't fetch Tan, eh? Tan is gone.
Nah, Tan is gone, but... Wow.
Indeed, eh?
Name changer is now 1.51 second in front of Mikey, and this is just going
Come on, Mikey. Mr.
crazy.
Saturday. Ginger Bush. Not Ginger.
Here we go.
George
Mikey's
Russell.
gonna go for it. He's very low on fuel. I think he's gonna have to try send it here. Come on, Mikey. A bit of grit between your teeth here, and you got this. You can see just how slow name changer is right now. Here we go.
Yeah, man.
Enable that overtake, Mikey.
Come on, man.
He's not gonna get it here.
I wouldn't pass the name change on me.
Sector 3 is where Mikey's gonna be so much quicker. You can see.
Big lockup for Mr.
Here we
Name
go.
Changer.
Mikey's gonna go down the inside here. Tyne wins. And it's so close between these two. I think Mikey just is too nervous to overtake Name Changer here. This could be an epic P4. Keep your foot pinned. One more corner. And to the line it will be Name Changer to hold on. Mikey P5, Vapor P6. Damien will cross the line in, I believe, P7.
Yeah, what a race, Mike.
What an ending. The last 5 laps or so made up for the absolute boredom of a race we got there. SPW will come home for maybe P, whatever this is. Yeah, he will come home for P9. Gingerbush P10. And Mikey 2/10 on the line. I think Mitch, he lacked a bit of balls there to send it. Maybe was scared to lose this P5, but nonetheless a great result from Mikey.
Yeah, no, Mikey did it, Mr. Saturday.
Yes, Mr. Saturday gets the driver of the day from the game. Who would be your driver of the day from comps?
Yo, I have to check, bro.
There is no problem with that. I will go through the grid. If you can maybe add Jensen to the party as well.
Yeah, sure, I will add him now. Chris Jensen.
So, Tyne wins the Monaco Grand Prix from Jensen, from Brock, from Name Changer, Mikey, Vapor, Damien with a fastest lap, Boastman from SPW, Gingerbush, Doofy on his final race for now, Entex up to P12, Pedro P13, oh no, Pedro, oh no, wait a second, second last for Pedro from Ronnie. Your 3 DNFs, Lewis, Chris, and Fusion. These 3 are getting common DNFs now, I feel. These 3 right here. But yeah, Mitch, a great ending to the race. Congratulations to Tyne, taking home his first victory. Could have been his second, but Brock did get the steward win at, what was the track? Australia. We are joined by Jensen. Welcome.
Hello.
P2. I think you were P4 for an awful lot of time there. I think you got held up in the pits.
Yeah.
I think you'll take that P2.
I'll take that any day. And that was...
Guys just seem to combust in front of you. I just...
yeah.
A golden path to P2.
I honestly don't know what happened. Name changer clouted the barrier on the exit, then Brock clouted the barrier with his rear on the entry. Next lap. Yeah. Yeah,
I think we were a bit stunned, confused. We weren't on board with you at the time. We were like, oh, was there a bit of contact? Was there a bit of contact? I checked your stream and you just waltzed past them. It was, I mean, fair play to you. You kept out of the wall, Jensen, and I think you got rewarded for that P2 today.
Yeah.
You felt going into the race you maybe had a chance at the win. Do you think you could have won today?
I'm really annoyed because I hit the final corner.
Oh yes, you did. You are on for pole position.
And, yeah, I absolutely bottled that.
So do you think if you maybe got pole position with the help of the safety cars, the help of race pace, do you think you could have held on for a win?
Possibly, but to be fair, still I reckon Tyne still would have won that. It did really well.
Mm-hmm. So you think
really
P2 the best drive you could have hoped for today?
Yeah. Of course, the pit crew not being ready didn't help, even though when I selected the stop, they weren't ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Name Changer had a same as well.
Yeah. Brock had that yesterday, I'm pretty sure. So.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So, Baku and Canada next week. Do you kind of feel strong around there?
I usually go strong at the second track in the weekend.
Mr. Saturday
Well,
2.0.
I mean, the first weekend we forget about, but yeah, looking at the tracks, yeah, Baku's not gonna be a good one for me, so I'll
Okay.
just skip that. And Canada, yeah, hopefully it goes well.
Hopefully it goes well. Well, you are Mr. Podium, Jensen, so if you don't get a podium, we will feel quite disappointed in you. But again,
Yeah,
thank you
only,
as always for coming to speak
yeah,
to us. Good
my
job
94th
today.
podium, that
How many?
Thanks, man.
94th podium.
So 100 by the end of the season. Mitch, I will come
Yeah,
to you.
yeah.
Who is going to be your driver of the day?
I'm gonna try zero vapor.
Zero will get your
That's
driver of the
my
day.
that's my recommendation from 10th up until 8th. If you want to change anything, I'm
Nope.
happy with that, Mike.
I will let you pick today, and you will go with
Okay.
Mikey's teammate Zero. So the two Red Bull drivers taking home 2 driver of the days from the game and the comms. That will be all from me and you, Mitch, today. Again, thank you to all the drivers. Thank you to everyone for showing up. We greatly appreciate it. We will be live next week on Friday and Saturday also. Thank you for showing up.